Preach.
She has. The long-range weapon that we've got to watch out for Collins is that rear stabbing front kick. We saw her use it against Sinead Kavanagh. Really good, jamming it into the midsection.
Collins, massive trouble.
Here's the exchange where she gets caught. Beautiful right hook, fracture on the chin.
It was that right hand that got through earlier, and then it really landed. Just watch it again. And she fell face first.
Down the fence. So long and rangy.
Put away.
Two undefeated queens, two different paths to dominance, and one burning question. Is Sarah Collins a fighter who can finally challenge Dakota Ducha's reign? Today we break down the ultimate matchup that MMA fans have been waiting to see. On one side stands Dakota Ducha, the 26-year-old British phenom, who just became PFL's youngest champion and the first British female MMA world champion, walking away with a cool $1 million prize.
A lot of people don't understand with a judoka that has the skill level of Sarah Collins. When you get into this Keizakatami, they're so good at controlling this position. A lot of people think, oh, I can just take my leg and flip it and take the back. It's not that easy. Now with the arm in this position, Sam Sorensen is in real trouble.
Putting the squeeze, raining down punches and strategizing as well, John. Collins trying to finish. She does. Sarah Collins in her Bellator MMA debut records the first round submission win. The 32-year-old is a perfect 4-0 with two.
On the other side is Sarah Collins, the 34-year-old Australian judoka turned striker who shocked the world by submitting Leah McCourt to become Bellator's #1 contender. The real question now is whether Collins can finally test Dakota's dominance. Let's dive into the tale of the tape, starting with the woman many are calling the future of women's MMA, Dakota Ducha. She holds an undefeated record of 13-0, with 12 of those victories coming by knockout or TKO, an astounding 92% finish rate. And what makes her truly special is that she's not just winning, she's demolishing her opponents. Just look at her recent performances. She stopped former UFC title challenger Tyler Santos with body shots in the second round, handing Santos the first finish loss of her career. That's the Dakota difference.
It's going to be unbelievable.
At just 26, she's already shattered multiple records, becoming the youngest PFL champion in history, the first British woman to win an MMA world title, and do it all with her trademark Manchester City goal celebrations. The confidence, the skill, the marketability, Dakota has it all. Now let's shift to the woman who might be flying under the radar, Sarah.
Head kick. Well placed. Now listen, Jason did a great job to still stay in that fight after that because that landed. Absolutely. So, absolutely.
She's never won a belt. She's not like she's not a complete fighter, is she? I'm not a complete fighter. She definitely isn't either. But whatever.
Sarah's perfect at 6-0, but here's where it gets interesting. She's not just winning; she's evolving before our eyes. 3 of her 6 victories have come by submission, showcasing a completely different skill set from Dakota. Her story is remarkable. 20 years as a judoka, representing Australia at the World Championships, followed by a complete reinvention into a striker-grappler hybrid. Against Leah McCourt, she dropped her with a sharp right hook before seamlessly transitioning into a rear naked choke for the finish. This isn't your typical one-dimensional fighter. Sarah brings world-class judo, legitimate knockout power, and fight IQ that's off the charts. What makes her especially dangerous is her hunger. At 34, she knows her window is limited. There's something unique about veteran fighters who discover MMA later in life. They bring a different intensity and a deeper understanding of combat.
She has the long-range weapon that we're to watch out for Collins is that rear stabbing front kick. We saw her use it against Sinead Kavanagh. Really good, jamming it into the midsection.
What now? For Collins! For Collins! Massive trouble!
Here's the exchange where she gets caught. Beautiful right hook, fracture on the chin.
It was that right hand that got through earlier, and then it really landed. Just watch it again. And she fell face first.
Dakota has 13 fights, all in MMA, and she's dominated from day one. Sarah's just 6 MMA bouts, but she brings 20 years of world-class martial arts experience. Edge. This is closer than you think. Dakota has more cage time, but Sarah's been competing at the highest levels for decades. Dakota boasts a 92% finish rate, all from striking, while Sarah holds a 67% finish rate with multiple methods. Edge to Dakota for consistency, but Sarah's versatility could be the X factor. Dakota just defeated Tyler Santos, a former UFC title challenger, while Sarah just submitted Leah McCourt, a longtime Bellator contender. Edge, slight advantage to Dakota, but both are beating quality opposition. At 26, Dakota is still years away from her prime, while Sarah at 34 is likely peaking right now, and that could be her biggest advantage. So, could Sarah Collins actually beat Dakota Ducha? Here's the honest breakdown. Sarah's path to victory is to use her judo, drag Dakota to ground, avoid that knockout power, and hunt the submission. If she can weather the early storm and push Dakota into deep waters, her experience could shine through. Dakota's path is clear. Keep it standing, use her Muay Thai clinch game, and land those devastating body shots. The longer Sarah stands with Dakota, the greater the risk of her getting dropped. The reality is this would be an absolute war. 2 undefeated fighters, 2 completely different styles, and everything on the line. Dakota Ducha is the reigning queen of women's MMA, and rightfully so. But Sarah Collins brings danger, experience, versatility, and a hunger of someone who knows her time is limited. Could Sarah be the one to hand Dakota her first loss? I believe she has the best chance of anyone right now, and her grappling could be the great equalizer. What do you think, fight fans? Is Sarah Collins a legitimate threat to Dakota's dominance, or is the Dakota hype train truly unstoppable? Drop your predictions in the comments, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because these two are on a collision course that could define the future of women's MMA.
Really good, jamming it into the midsection.
What now? Dakota in massive trouble. This is over.
She's pouring it on. Leah's trying to recover here. She's trying to turn, but she's getting hit with some big shots.
Inside the first minute and a half. McCourt, get up. McCourt.
The UFC Flyweight Division might want to take notice, because a storm is brewing across organizations after Kayla Harrison's bold proclamation that Dakota Ducha is a killer and the future of MMA. Now, another veteran fighter has stepped forward with an even more direct warning about the British sensation.
Never fuck nobody without telling me.
Right back home.
Today we're breaking down why Juliana Killa Miller's latest comments about Dakota Ducha have sent shockwaves through the MMA community, and whether this undefeated PFL champion could be the biggest problem the UFC Women's Flyweight Division has never faced. Let's start with a bombshell that has everyone talking. Juliana Miller, the veteran known for her no-nonsense approach, didn't mince words when asked about Dakota Ducha's striking prowess and flawless 15-0 record.
She's a killer. She's a killer. She's the future of MMA, and I think that she's only getting better. She's young, she's hungry, she's disciplined, she's motivated. She's got a good head on her shoulders. She's got a great team around her. I think that the sky's the limit for her.
Down the fence. So long and rangy.
Put away.
Miller stated, Dakota isn't just another prospect. She's a legitimate threat to every fighter in the UFC Flyweight Division. Her striking is surgical. Her power is real, and that 15-0 record isn't padded with easy fights. The UFC girls better wake up, because this British fighter is coming, and she's bringing problems they've never seen before.
Not in the UFC yet, but look at Dakota Ducha. She is a scary striker, and she's an amazing athlete, right? But her mom was Muay Thai world champion, so she came up in this sport and has been doing it her whole
Right on the
entire
money,
life.
baby. And this isn't just random hype. Miller has shared the cage with elite competition throughout her career. So when she labels someone a legitimate threat, the MMA world pays attention. What makes her warning even more significant is the timing. In New York, just weeks after Kayla Harrison, now the UFC bantamweight champion, called Ducha a killer and the future of MMA, we're seeing more established fighters echoing those same sentiments. Harrison knows elite talent when she sees it, and having trained alongside Ducha at American Top Team, her words carry real weight. Let's talk numbers, because that 15-0 record isn't just impressive, it's downright terrifying for future opponents. What makes Dakota Ducha so dangerous is her ability to finish fights. With 14 of her 15 professional wins coming inside the distance, an astonishing 93% finish rate that would make even the most elite UFC fighters jealous. Her most recent victory came against former UFC title challenger Taila Santos, and she didn't just beat Santos. She became the first fighter to ever finish her.
She's a killer. She's the future of MMA, and I think that she's only getting better. She's young, she's hungry, she's disciplined, she's motivated. She's got a good head on her shoulders. She's got a great team around her. I think that the sky's the limit
But
for
it's
her.
not just numbers, it's how she's getting those finishes. Ducha has been folding opponents with devastating body shots that leave them crumpled on the canvas. Her Muay Thai background, where she was a world champion before transitioning to MMA, gives her striking combinations that most fighters have never even encountered.
You never fuck nobody without telling me.
Right back. Oh, Watch them, vale, manca un minuto e mezzo. Un minuto e mezzo, vale. Attenta a guida. Nessuno guarda. Io. Ha detto che si dimostra. You can't open that over. You gotta pull and go to the back. Okay. Go circle away and get the clear. You are it. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Stranger.
At just 26 years old, she captured the 2024 PFL Women's Flyweight Championship along with the $1 million prize, becoming the youngest champion in PFL history. She also became the first British female MMA world champion, which speaks volumes about the level she's operating at. If you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more fight analysis, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the latest updates.